Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Now on the telephone line, I've grabbed him just for a few moments, is the Mayor of Horowhenua, Michael Feyen, because I want to say it was a great victory for the Foxton people on Wednesday night. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Nigel and listeners. How are you all doing?
Oh, well, thanks. Now, the Foxton Community Board retained in the final representation proposal. It was a bit dicey there for a start off, but logic has come to the top by the sounds of it.
Yeah, no, I think it has, and I'm just absolutely over the moon about it, and we can get good local democracy going again, and I think that's the intention of the current Foxton Community Board members.
There was quite a number of councillors against the retaining of the Foxton Community Board, so what was the vote in the end, Michael?
It was unanimous, and it was probably a bit of a tactic, really, to vote against it to bolster people to make some comment. And I think that's maybe how some of the councillors were thinking when they made the initial vote, but I'm just delighted, and we've got both Kitty councillors now are able to vote and sit on that board. It had been reduced to one in the past, about 2 representation reviews ago. So, I'm really delighted. So now we just got to get the boundary changes, and I'm sure that the Foxton Community Board will be doing some work on that to make it more applicable. Instead of, we've got streets in our town that one side is in the Foxton Community Board and the other side is not.
Oh, right. So where does that boundary come in, Michael?
Well, those boundaries were done years and years and years ago, but we've grown so much and want to catch everybody, and also within the areas of the proposed new developments as well.
So you're sort of catering for what size community? 4,000 or 5,000, are you?
Yes, around that. I'd say around the 5 at the moment, and we put in the extra catchment there, and we'll get everybody in. It'd be roughly about 6,000 people.
Right. So it does sort of prove that putting in submissions from the community does work. I think he's had a petition signed by about 350-odd individuals at one stage there. Oh,
yeah, there was that. I think if we'd sat down and done a real petition, we would have had literally everybody in Foxton. So, but it doesn't always work, obviously I stood for reasons where, things weren't being done as people wanted it. So, we've got the waste minimisation thing coming up soon, and I'm not altogether sure that the people will be listened to as much as what has occurred with the Foxton Community Board. Right.
So I presume this means a little bit of extra money to run the Community Board, does it, if you're putting in an extra person there?
No. I mean, it doesn't matter how many people. The money, they've been paid as councillors.
Oh, I see.
And, I suppose it would be. It would be another $5,000. But, Nigel, when you have a look at what the Foxton Community Board's achieved using the Foxton Beach Freeholding Fund, they've saved the general ratepayer district-wide lots of money over the years.
Yes.
Through putting in their own footpaths, putting money towards the Foxton swimming pool, the pump track, the cycle track down there, Tiwaiora Health Centre. The list just goes on. And so millions of dollars have been spent over the years from that freeholding fund by the Foxton Beach Community Board, and that's millions of dollars the rest of the ratepayers didn't have to come up with.
Sure.
The work that was going to be done.
Right. So just before you dash off, this has got to be sent, to the Local Government Commission for their approval, has it?
Yeah. All of it has to still go through that process, but there won't be any problems with that. It's just the opportunity to get our borders extended, because I lost that vote on that one.
Okay. So it'll be all in place for the local body elections next year?
Absolutely.
Good on you. Okay, yeah. Michael, we thank you for your valuable time, and have a good day.
No, and thank you for giving us a call, Nigel. All the best.
Thank you. That's Michael Feyen, the Mayor of Horowhenua.
106.3 Beach FM.